Like, do you know what a waifu is, Marco?
Yeah, you connect your computer to it and you get on the internet. Step right up, guys. You got the lore master Trayshman right here. So if you guys have any questions about Bloodborne lore, just feel free to ask me and I'll fill you in. Yosefka seems too yandere for me. She could be. She can be sometimes. It's just, you know, back when Yosefka was dating the blood-starved beast and they were, you know, going up in Yazar Ghul. You know, it's the amount of times that they poisoned each other without, you know, trying. I'm surprised that relationship worked as much as it did.
Okay, Trashman, what's with the beast-possessed souls?
I mean, what do you mean? What's with
there's
them?
an enemy called the beast-possessed soul. What's with them?
What's with them is that they haven't eaten all their vegetables and consumed all their cold blood dew, so you know they just turn into beast-possessed souls.
Well, why? But why are the beasts possessing their soul?
Trashman, why? Oh, why?
Yeah.
Well, because they smell good for the most part.
Trashman, why did the hunter of hunters use crow-like attire?
Well, the hunter of hunters at one point had a dream to actually work in a field as a farmer back in Yazar Ghul. So when the dream fell through, it wanted to carry, you know, the symbol of the fields, the scarecrow, with them, and thus started to dress like a crow.
So, Trashman, why? Who really is the doll?
The doll is Gehrman in drag.
Okay. So the
yeah,
doll is Gehrman wearing women's clothing?
Yeah. Gehrman like does a weird like disappearing act. So when you're outside of the dream book, you tend to, you know, he kind of just does a little presto changeo, and then all of a sudden he's in a wheelchair dressed as a man.
So why does he? So the wheelchair is more of a decoy then in that case? Because that was the next question. Why is Gehrman in a wheelchair?
See, the thing is that Gehrman is in a wheelchair because he likes the sympathy, but as we all know, he can actually stand just fine once you actually fight him later. So
touche.
It's an insurance scam, and then he walks around dressed like a woman. So no one actually, you know, sees him.
He's scamming the Yazar Ghul insurance company.
Yeah, well, he's had a hard time finding insurance both in Yahweh and in Yazar Ghul. So, Trashman, explain ebrietas. Well, I mean, that's not really related to Bloodborne because that's actually a disease similar to dengue fever. So if you get ebrietas, you probably should get an inoculation as soon as possible. So, there you go.
Haresh wants to know, how did Gwyn's dog get in the labyrinth?
Just wasn't chained up properly in the backyard. It just, you know, ran away and made its way into the labyrinth.
So the moral of the story is that you should always make sure you keep your keeper of the old lords chained up.
Well, keep it chained up or feed it more than kibble. If you're going to do dry food, mix it up with wet food, and then, you know, keep it chained up away from the labyrinth.
Trashman, what is pale blood? You know, remember, you know how at the beginning of the game, how it's mentioned in the introduction, and then you see the note when you wake up that says seek pale blood to transcend the hunt. So what is pale blood?
Well, pale blood is when like a beast comes up around a corner and scares you, and then, you know, kind of like your hair turns white, your blood turns pale.
That's the story of the game. Seek jump scares to transcend the hunt.
Seek jump scares, and hopefully it'll scare the beasthood right out of you. Oh! See, 2.0 gets it, because if you don't face your fear of beasts, your blood will always be pale instead of blue.
Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. We'll talk
Very
about that in
important to
the next. Oh no.
Oh no!